Hey guys, Andrew here with Great Lakes Sprouts Media. Today we're here with my buddy Kurt. It's a greenhouse that we
We're
built out of.
buddies, really?
Yep, we're my good
Nice.
buddy. We
Sweet.
put this greenhouse together over the winter time, and Kurt's been utilizing it, and we're going to interview him, look at some different concepts and things that he's added on since then with ventilation and what kind of plants he's doing and how it's pretty much an intro to how to grow in a greenhouse. And if you guys want to get into it, and some tips and tricks and some advice here from Kurt as well. So Kurt, what do you got growing inside this cattle panel greenhouse?
Tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, lettuce, sweet potatoes, fennel, rosemary, thyme, basil, a couple different types of basil. Then we started a bunch of different berry plants, raspberry, blackberry, blueberry, chives, um, and then some other squash and melons that we started inside here that we're going to push outside.
So having this greenhouse here, how's it affected your life? Have you been saving a lot of money with produce and be able to grow your own stuff and having to go to the grocery store? Has it kind of put a little bit of
Yeah, it helps. It tastes good. That's the best part. You know, everything that grows in here is like, it's just real and it's not chemical. It's fresh. Walk out here every day, get a salad, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, whatever. Eat. Yeah, it saves a little bit of money.
so? Looking at this, do you wish you would have done something like this a lot sooner, a lot longer ago? Has it affected you as far
Oh
as like?
yeah. I tried growing outside in this area for the longest time and the deer got everything. So when we built this, it's 12 feet wide, 24 feet long. It's about 8 feet high, and it's there's a lot of growing space in here. And you know, I can grow in here year round now. So the comfort, the relaxation, the peace of mind is it's hard to put a price tag on that.
No, it's very, very zen in here. And
Yeah.
I remember when you first had this thing going, it was getting like over at 90 degrees in here. Where you added the shade cloth, which is on top, and then you got the ventilation going here with these fans. But you've been able to control with different meters and devices and stuff like that, and kind of keep it cool.
Yeah, we use temperature sensors that are hooked up to the internet, um, electrical system that hooks up to that gets triggered when the temperature gets to a certain point. The fans go on. There's two big ones on this end and two big ones on that end that pull the air through. And the shade cloth helps. Without the shade cloth, the temperature is probably 20 to 30 degrees higher. With it, it's about 20 to 30 degrees lower. And at this point now, when it's 85, 90 degrees outside with the fans and the ventilation, it's only about 90 to 95 degrees in here. We also have full ventilation around the perimeter on the base. There's screens all the way around the base which help suck in the air and get a lot of airflow. Without that, it would be a problem. So when we opened up the bottom part, that really helped with the temperature control. Everything on the floor is just pea gravel, and that's I think that's pretty good for the heat too. It holds the heat better in the nighttime, and so when it cools off, it still stays warm.
No, it's pretty cool in here. Yeah, I'm looking at all the different plants and things like that. And what is your ultimate goal with this? Is it mostly just to produce for yourself, or do you plan on doing markets and stuff with this stuff?
I want to eat a lot of it, most of it, and then sell some of the plants or the produce. Um, these benches along the sides, they don't have the heat mats on them now, but uh, when the overnight temperatures are consistently in the 40s or 30s, and then the daytime temperatures get into the 50s or 60s, we put the heat mats on all of these tables going the length. and then we can keep the soil between 70 and 80 degrees, and that makes it really easy to grow. But growing the stuff I can just walk out here and eat and pick is incredible. Everybody should have a greenhouse. Everybody should have something like this in their life. It's a stress relief. The dietary supplement is incredible.
His food's getting expensive. I saw a thing the other day. Guy redid his cart from Walmart. It was like $112, and it was almost $400 when he went to go reorder everything. So, food costs have gone up almost three or four times fold.
Yeah, I've probably gotten back in the last 7-8 months, I think, since we built this. I probably got back the money that I put into it. So, I mean, it's less than a year return on investment.
Would you, looking like in the past, would you have built this a little bit bigger, or do you plan to expand it? Because you could always add on to the back and kind of make it longer, or you could always build a second one too.
I'm not sure right now because we got the raised bed situation outside for the outdoor stuff. And this is perfect for space for right now. It's pretty much at its max. All the plants down the center aisle are pretty much maxed out. The stuff on the tables on the sides that is started and grown to put outside, that's pretty much maxed out now. And then we're going to start another round of lettuce and some other things that we want to go through the winter with.
Gotcha. I see you got the bees back here too. Do you plan to utilize those at all within the greenhouse, or have you figured out because they get in here and they kind of get stuck? But
yeah, we opened up the top here so they can get out. Most of the time the bees will fly up. They'll bang their heads against the roof until they find an exit. So if we put something far enough up in the ceiling for them to get out, they'll find the exit most of the time. But some of the stuff doesn't need the bee pollination. And the stuff that does, I just put it outside.
Gotcha. No, it's pretty neat. We'll take a walk around the outside and kind of show the structure of it too, and kind of pan this out and see what's growing in here. So Kurt, you're telling me about this special plant called the ice plant, and can you show that to me real quick?
Yeah, normally it doesn't grow in the Great Lakes region. You have to get up into the upper part of Canada.
Okay.
But we got some to germinate here, and they've been going pretty strong for about 6 months now. Okay. They're down here.
Oh wow, this is very interesting. Do you mind if I take a cutting of it?
Sure, go ahead.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
No problem.
So here's an outside view of the greenhouse. This is, they call these things cattle panel greenhouses. It's basically just a wooden structure at the bottom, and then we got the cattle paneling going over the top to hold the plastic. But yeah, relatively inexpensive, but it is a little bit more intricate work. So Kurt added these screens later on, mostly for ventilation and pest control. Obviously bugs can get in there, but if we look at this here is going to be the structure for the winter time. It'll get closed and just screwed on to prevent losing any type of heat and stuff like that. And he is going to run a gas line into here and actually heat it with natural gas. It'll also produce CO2, and it's got a thermostat in it, so it'll keep it from kicking on and off. But it'll produce stuff along with this thing. It's pretty awesome. It extends the growing season and helps out.
Insect netting, so that
You got the insect netting behind it,
it goes
plus
down in the ground about
down in
7 or 8
here.
inches below the grade, so that in case something wants to dig underneath.
Yeah, other options too. You see in greenhouses, they have the roll-up walls. It's also another option, but
Now we're gonna change this to the wiggle wire channel.
yep.
Probably next year, I think.
Yeah, U-channel, they have wiggle wire. It'll be easier to retighten it because when it gets hot, plastic stretches. When it gets cold, it tightens up. But you want to be able to reutilize that and move it. We have shade cloth from Harbor Freight.
Yeah,
This is like a plant netting. So a lot of this material here was bought during the winter time when it's on clearance and off season. So that was a good way to save some money with this vinyl channeling. I think in the future, Kurt plans to make these the polycarbonate solid walls. That's the thing is you build one of these, you don't have to put everything into it at once. Over time, add the fans, He's got ventilation. You can add lighting. He's got to run a gas line into it. So it's all work in progress, but it's pretty amazing to see how far it's come. And Kurt's been doing a really good job. All the plants look very healthy inside, and yeah, it's a beautiful structure. And back end here still needs to be finished with some things, but like I said, Rome wasn't built in one day. So there you guys have it. If you guys have any questions, if you want anything else you're interested in, comment below. Most importantly, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Kurt, thank you for having us here today.
I sell honey too.
And yeah, we'll also put
You can
that
tell them
in the
about
book
my
as well.
honey,
Oh, we will.
I'm a beekeeper,
Oh, they know.
I sell honey.
Yep. If
Want
you look
some
at some past videos with chainsaw, we had Kurt in there saving some of these bees, but we'll link Kurt's website too at the end, the QR code. Some of the best honey, honestly, in the world, hands down. I didn't just see
10%
that.
off. All right, I'll give you a QR code for 10% off for your customers.
Sounds
Is that a
good.
good idea?
That's a great idea.
Okay, good.
Cool. Thanks for having us, and there you guys have it. We'll see you soon.